It definitely is. Sounded worse than it was.
I was gonna say one thing.
Yeah, so kind of sliding a little bit.
A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Too much. You're good.
Good?
Yeah.
I'm lowering it down.
Let's come back on. Let me do it right.
Thanks.
You know, I have to do it right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, coming down. All right, one more time.
Are you filming this, right?
Yeah. This is
Okay.
okay. Isn't good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure it wouldn't lie.
Okay, is it coming down?
Going back down.
Yeah, that looks better.
All right, we'll leave the jack
Oh, that
underneath
almost
this
looks
too.
safe.
Oh, it's definitely not safe.
Looks better.
NASCAR, baby. So Chris is going to show you guys how to donkey kick the tire off without knock. There you go. Woo-hoo-hoo. That doesn't look bad. Keep in mind, everybody, we are in Ohio, so it's going to look way worse than that. Actually, that's pretty good. Looking at the boots. Everything looks all right. Just salty, corroded. We're gonna go ahead and take these brake calipers off and replace the pads. Hopefully not have to replace this caliper like we did on the other side. But nope, doesn't look too bad at all. Okay, so on first glance here, looks okay, but I don't know if this kink, which is really in there, I don't know if that's factory or not. This is a Dodge, so it might actually be factory, but it's not a Ford, so it's very surprising to see that. Surprised Ford engineers, they don't force you to clamp anything or fold it in half. But yeah, that's the first thing I see when I get in here, is this hose is actually at a really weird angle, and that's super tight, which is not normal. But everything else looks okay. Yeah, let's get in here. So we're gonna try out this camera angle. We're over here, we're working on the 2015 Dodge Journey, the front wheel drive. I forget. Oh, SXT.
Yes.
Right. It's got the
125 original miles.
Actually, it's, I looked. I'm closing in on 150.
150 miles. This is what Ohio. This is what Ohio salt does your car.
This is a 2023.
Yeah. These guys are gonna ruin every single thing. Yeah.
How good you are, Dan.
Well, that's a good sign right there. That screw just came right out. Now it's stuck in.
Yeah, see, now I'm starting to worry. What's sarcasm?
Every
What's
time.
False alarm. What's good news?
Well, it's like once you start being sarcastic, it just kicks in the military in me, and it just, you can keep that ball rolling. There's entire vlogs out there. It's just military guys having conversations.
Yeah.
That's all it is. All right, so that one didn't get stuck. There we go. I love these Milwaukee tools, by the way, Milwaukee. So if you want to send me some more, not even the tool, the batteries. Please, for the love of God, send me some more batteries. Right? Me and my 50 subscribers deserve it. Which, by the way, thank you guys. I want to say thank you to all of you that are sticking with me. I know I'm goofy. I know my videos suck sometimes, but I'm trying. Still trying to learn some of these things, but thank you guys for subscribing and sticking with me as I try not to destroy people's cars. Which, there we go. So that's good.
You're not doing
Oh,
that.
it's the same thing.
Click like and subscribe.
It's the same thing on this side. Well, Jim won't like that because that's C's too. Cool.
What's the name of the YouTube channel?
It's Good Morning Mechanic. Good Morning Mechanic. Oh yeah, you got one. Oh no, I got full battery. I think.
Got a beefy something.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
full battery. I was just joking. Yes, I know this is not an impact socket, but we got what we get. Yeah. Get what we get. Don't throw the A. I was telling them earlier, make sure you do the top. You loosen the top one. Don't take it all the way out yet, because you may, if you loosen it, or if you take this out and you turn this could fly down, or vice versa. I've been hit in the face so many times.
In Ohio, everything's an impact wrench if you're brave enough.
That's right. That's right. So we're gonna have to break this one loose by hand, if we can break this one loose by hand. Oh yeah, Jim's over there checking out my YouTube channel. Yep. There we go.
There you go.
I wrote that song in high school. Me and a buddy of mine just started playing around on the piano.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. That hit me right in the knee. Well, good news is the brakes look really good.
Oh.
And where's that crescent wrench? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Maybe. So what I'm doing is I'm going to try and break this free. I don't know if you guys can see.
Good thing we bought 2 sets?
Yeah. Well,
If you pull those out, when you go to put the new ones in,
all right.
you use an insane amount of lube. That doesn't happen then.
So what we're going to do,
Swear.
well, the other side, I did the same thing. This was completely seized in. So Jim just got a brand new caliper itself. The caliper is good, but the brakes are good. The rotors are good, but this pin's getting stuck, and it's causing some issues. And that's not even the bad brakes. Bad brakes are on the back. So we're gonna take this off. At least get this stuff cleaned up. And we're gonna ask Jim if he wants to replace the caliper or not. And if he does want to replace the caliper, this is gonna turn into a caliper replacement video. So yeah, hang in there. All right, so we're gonna look at these brakes. Everything looks good. Just when you take these apart, mind where your squeakers are at, your squealers. This actually has them on both sides. So we're gonna pop these out. Super easy. And then we're gonna pull these out. This is old hardware. Sometimes these are different sizes. So just keep that in mind. So if you don't know, don't screw it up. Just take a picture or take a video. And don't mind Jim. He's over there ordering a new caliper bracket. So we're going to scrub this out. Get all that rust off.
Like new.
It does actually look...
Gently used?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. If it wasn't for that... Sorry about my forearm. I'm sure that's an attractive view. But if it wasn't for that pin, this thing, it would not be bad at all. And if you have the ability, if you got a vise, you have some sort of hydraulic that you can push that out and then scrub this out with a nylon brush, you're gonna be fine. See, I like to spray that down because that brake dust is really bad for you. Give it a good scrub. All right, so now we go back to the other side. What we're gonna use, boom, right here, is this Permatex ceramic brake parts lubricant, also known as the Purple Magic. So Permatex, if you want to be a sponsor, give me a holler.
This is not a paid advertisement.
It is not a paid
but
advertisement.
it could be.
That's right. So I'm not going to say buy Permatex because they're not paying me to, but that's the stuff I use, and it really does a good job here in Ohio. So how'd this go on? Kind of like this. Yeah, that's what we did. There we go. And then, nope. There it is. Come on now.
That only happens when you're recording.
Thanks for watching Good Morning Mechanic, where you get to watch orange hands block the camera. Okay, so as you can see, it looks pretty good. Those are all in there, and then we're going to come back. Oh, there we go. Come back through with the Purple Magic. Lube it up even more. And it's probably overkill. You probably don't need to put this much on. But I tell you what, here in Ohio, this really helps. You go through multiple car washes. You can go to another brake job. Get a full set of brake pads changed out. And this stuff's still on there, doing its job. So, it's pretty good. Yeah. Come on now. There we go.
But
there we
the
go.
Camera, they snap right in.
Oh, right. Yeah, you turn the camera off and it's like nothing. It's like Toy Story. The parts come alive when the camera's on. Hey, let's not work. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like, and we have the brand new brake pads. We're gonna put the rotor on first, and I'm gonna record this, kind of how I clean up the hub assembly.
Started.
Yep. So,
Action.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray this down. It's not really to do anything else but to keep the dust down. When I'm scrubbing these through, I'm trying to focus on this area around the hub. And then so I'll go through at an angle. I'll clean this part out the best I can. A Wizzy wheel works the best. A Wizzy wheel like on a die grinder type deal. And then when I see the smoke start to appear, I just spray it down again. So I got all that part. I'm not going to clean up the studs because they look pretty good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around with my orange hands and clean up around here Let's get all the big stuff off. Knock it down. Give it one last spray with brake parts cleaner. AutoZone, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor yet. Well, I'd be willing, as long as they keep getting my parts right. So yeah, we're gonna let this cool off for a second. Dry off, and then we're gonna go through with this some more Permatex. We're gonna focus this around this part, around the hub. That's where it seizes in Ohio a lot, and I know it seems like a lot, but we're gonna spread. Chris loves anti-seize, so sorry if he's making weird moaning noises. Oh God! All right. So we're gonna spread the love here, and this might be a little much. Jesus, this is definitely a little much, especially on these things. So we're gonna get a paper towel or even just some spray and spray it off. Oh my God! Now I'm gonna have to edit this. Okay, and that's going to help the rotor. It's going to completely prevent the rotor from corroding onto the hub, which here in Ohio is a really common thing. It's a really big pain in the butt. What you do is you look on the inside of the rotor too, and you make sure right here, like there's no excessive wear and tear, and there's not here. So we're going to go ahead and put that rotor back on. We're going to wiggle it right into the anti-seize.
The suction sound, that means you're ready for Ohio winter.
That's right. If you get any, so right here up top, if you get any anti-seize on here, super easy. Just spray it off with some brake cleaner and wipe it off with a paper towel or your finger. Just try not to get this spray on the actual anti-seize on the hub, or it'll kind of dissolve it. So rotor's good, rotor's back on, and now we're going to put the caliper bracket back on and throw everything back together. Okay, so now we're gonna take some red Loctite, hopefully, and that's about it. That's all we need. You don't have to do the whole bolt unless you want to, and then your customer's not gonna like you if you do that to their car. So, and you're not gonna like yourself, because when you have to undo this bolt, if you have too much Loctite, you're gonna have to get the torch out.
It's probably okay if you're not doing the next brake job, right?
Yeah. So it really depends. So you put that much on if you're doing the next brake job. You want to just fill every cavity up if the next guy, if the customer's having their guy do it. So I'm just joking. Don't do that. So now that these are lubed up, we're gonna get the caliper bracket back on. So hang in there. So we got the bottom bracket bolts in. We get the top one in. Maybe I should have it on Tighten. I don't know. Tightening is a good idea. So we have those. We're going to put our brake pads in. So we'll do this one first. One. See, you want to make sure that they'll get kind of pushed out a little bit. Make sure these springs have caught. It feels like they have. It's just kind of tight. And then go ahead, swing this around, and if you want to, don't kink the crap out of this. This thing up here, that's what we saw earlier. And so we're gonna set this up here. I have to push the calipers back a little bit. We're gonna use this tool right here. This goes like this. I have other caliper compression tools that do a really good job. Actually, Jim, there's a something in the go. We're gonna use this caliper compression tool. Just make sure when you guys are using this that the cap on your brake. There we go. Cool, that should be enough. Just make sure you have the cap on your brake fluid reservoir is open so that you don't create unnecessary pressure. So we're just making sure that everything fits together. We're gonna come back around. Some purple magic. Nope. We're gonna scrub some of the big brake piece or the rust pieces out of here. A little bit of spray. Keep that brake dust down. And we're gonna scrape this rust out of here. There's not a whole lot, but then we're gonna put some purple magic. You only have to put this stuff on the areas that the metal touches. So, I mean, technically you don't have to use the stuff, but here in Ohio with the rust, you have to use something. Fluid film, ceramic, brake lube, something has to be used, or your brake jobs, they're not going to last 3 months in the winter. Everything's going to be corroded. All right. Yep. So you definitely don't want to have this brake line kinked up here, because that's going to affect your brake pressure. So we're going to do the top and bottom bolt. So yeah, like we said before, there's nothing wrong with the caliper itself. It's only the caliper bracket. So what's going to happen is Jim is ordering another caliper bracket to replace this one. So this is only going to be put together for about a week or so. See, that's what I told. Don't put your face down here.
Or your camera.
Or your camera, because that stuff whips up. So I'm at an angle. I can't really see. But I can feel. There we go. And we will go behind. See, look at that. It's definitely pulling his rotor for sure. I don't know if you guys can see that, but because this bracket is seized, his rotor is getting pulled forward, which is affecting everything. It's going to affect brake wear. It could affect his alignment. It could damage his tire. So yeah, he's going to definitely need that new bracket as soon as he can. We're going to clean off here some of the big rust spots, dots, and then right where you see these marks, because that is where the rotor touches the hub. So we're just going to put just a little bit of anti-seize so that they don't chemically weld together. And that's it. We're gonna torque everything down and get the tire on, and then we're gonna pump the brakes and get everything nice and firm and move on to the rears.